think I'm unprepared. That could be true. Oh, look at this one. That's a nice one. I can't think of anything. That's a good student.
Maybe come with a plan, especially.
I mean, that's true. I think it'd been a while since I've done some C. The course notes are on the course site. And I said this when I released them. The course notes has extra notes than the slides. I always said that. So, yeah, I'm not gonna like, you know what it is? Other people at UCID maybe, they just like write the code in advance and then rewrite it live. But then you don't see the mistakes that people make. Anyway, if you go to lecture slides and notes, the notes have my speaker presenter notes printed where the other two don't. So there's occasionally extra notes scattered throughout. Like here, that's an extra note, for example. It's not very detailed, but screw you. No, are they very detailed? Yeah. Are you better at maths or programming now?
Programming, because maths is.
Because the lecturer. The content is just way more than what an introductory course should have. I don't like Kahoots. I can't. That is kind of fair. They do take up some time. I think they're fun. They're fun. And like, actually, I think you do learn, you pay attention to stuff that you just miss. Sorry? They're the only reason you do come. There you go. You can't win. You can't win. Yeah, the Kahoots being wrong is a big problem. I don't know what that means, but what is is that Cristiano Ronaldo? And what's Sui mean? I don't get it. Anyway, I got confused with my own code. So true. So true. Let him cook. I like that one. There's not many. Anyway.
Just have a roast session today.
Yeah, we can do a roast. No, okay, let's oh yeah, whoever did this, are you in the room or are you online? This was cool. Oh yeah, are we streaming?
Are we streaming?
Oh, good. We were just doing a roast. Oop, don't look at my emails.
Yeah, we're good. We're streaming.
Does anyone even watch online anymore?
There is 44 people watching you online.
It's okay.
I'll just have the chat here so you can see.
It's New Game Plus. We're doing it more difficult. Okay. So come. How do you want to do? Come here. Sophia, literally the spine of the course. We wouldn't be here without Sophia. And Brianna, who's been doing lecture modding all term. We're going to do, it's the final lecture. Congrats, you all made it. Well, sort of. You got assignment 2 to go.
They pretty much made it.
Yeah, you've pretty much made it. Jay was telling me in an email, I'll be nice for once, but he was like, oh my God, I know how to code. Is that right? Yeah. Has anyone else had that moment yet? Yeah. It's not been long. It's been 9 weeks. Remember 10 weeks ago. Stop looking at my emails. Stop looking at my emails. Stop looking. No, absolutely not. That can't happen.
You want to see the active emails that you receive.
You don't want to see my emails. No, you don't.
You owe us.
No. Like, look at where we started. We were like, how to print stuff. Look how basic it was.
And then it came up to the mess.
And now you're doing doubly linked lists and.
Nested linked lists.
Yeah, this might be on the exam. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Can you give us very basic questions like what is the lecturer's name?
Definitely.
Yeah, sure.
Q11.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, no, seriously though, it's been a fantastic term. Congrats on making it. And for those of you who've come every week, thank you. They're very chattery today. So what are we going to do, guys?
Yep.
Everyone's too excited. Or not excited. Excited to be done. Guys, what are we going to do today? We're going to talk about future comp courses and what your future programs might look like. So that's why Sophia and Brianna are up the front. We're going to just talk about next comp choices.
Yeah.
What big choices you've got, what small choices you've got, what matters and what doesn't matter, right? And then maybe we can just do a quick Q&A and then finish off with a Kahoot. But that's it for today. We'll probably finish early. Sound good? So let's get a sense first for which programs you're all in. So computer science, just basic computer science. Anyone in computer science advanced? One, clearly. Who would have thought? Okay. By the way, it is a new program and you can switch into it if you have a high enough WAM. So something to think about. Software engineering? Oh, a few people. What about ELEC? Yeah, these are the 1911 people. No? Oh, ELEC do 1511. So who does 1911? That's MEC.
They can do either.
You've chosen 1511.
No, it was a prereq for me on the website.
Sorry?
COMP1511?
No, it's not CompEng. It's got to be MEC.
I think MEC is 1911.
Who's in 1911? They don't come.
They're gone. They've lost you.
Oh God, no. Okay. Huh? Yeah, he's in maths. Don't listen to him. Okay, so mostly computer science and software engineering students. Online, do we have any? No, no one's even talking anymore.
Said good morning to me.
Yeah, screw you too. All right, so knowing that comp, soft, eng.
So basically what we do.
Yeah, the stuff that we know about. So you've just done 1511, more or less, with an asterisk. What's next? Yeah, so I think maybe I'll start us off with the big question, 1521 or 2521, right? That's
1531.
or 1531. So which core comp course do you pick next? What are you guys enrolled in? 1531.
Everything.
You're doing 3 comps.
Ooh.
That's ambitious.
I mean, I did that.
So what did you both do?
Mm.
Oh, we need a mic for them, right?
Um,
Do they have a clip-on one? We don't have a second one.
we can just
Take it. Why is that doing that?
The feedback in.
But I'm so far away. Yeah. Well, then we're not going to be in the. Why don't you just wait? I know what to do. Yeah, I'm turning this off, and I'll just use that too.
Okay,
tap the mic on the left and on here. Use this mic.
Okay, yeah, you could use that.
You turn that off from here. No, we got
Yeah.
technology.
that's why I have to do
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we just use the left?
Yeah, just use. But I've just turned it off. How's that? Can they hear us in the room?
Can you hear us?
And I got this. You can speak into that for the.
Oh,
That's for the online. stream.
okay. So we need to use both mics.
Yes.
Wait, what? If I just speak like this, can you guys hear me at the back? Cool. We don't even need a mic.
All right. So the question was
Joking.
core comp course for T2 or your second term of core comp courses. What decisions do you have, and what did you do, and would you do it differently?
Do you want to go? Okay. So obviously your decisions are Comp 1521, Comp 2521, Comp 1531. Numbers probably mean nothing. So quick background is Comp 1521 is a little more low level with MIPS, and you're working with file systems and file streams. 2521 is data structures and algorithms. So you learn things like trees. Oh, 1521 is computer systems fundamentals. Fun course. 2521 is data structures and algorithms, which is, I mean, as the name suggests, all about different data structures like trees, graphs, things like that. And algorithms, most commonly, you learn a lot of your sorting algorithms and those fundamental algorithms you need for later courses. And then Comp 1531 is called,
Software engineering fundamentals.
and that is a group project, and you learn some Node, some JavaScript, some TypeScript, and REST APIs. So a bit more into actual software development for a product type thing. Personally, in T2 of first year, I did 1521 and 2521 together, and then I did Comp 1531 in term 3. That worked well for me. I thought it was pretty good. I really like doing 2521 off of 1511 because trees are just better linked lists. Like it's like a good pathway, and 1521 was a good pathway because it's also in C. So personally, not programming too much before coming to uni, not overloading myself by learning another language straight away was a good decision. So if I would have done 1531, I would have been pretty confused working in like C and JavaScript at the same time. But just doing T1 and T2 all in C really worked well for me.
I'm in a bit of a different boat because I only switched to computer science like this year. So I took 2521 straight after I took 1511. So like I agree completely with Sophia said about it's in C. It's just pretty much an extension of what 1511 is right at the end. So it's very easy to kind of like pick up. You may be confused, but it's okay. You kind of need to go through it because you need to know it for like it's basically becomes a core requirement for every other course in like CSE. I haven't taken 1521 yet, so no comments on that. Personally, I think taking 1531 not in your first year is probably better because there's, you need to develop a certain level of maturity to understand how group assignments work and to really be able to apply yourself in a group setting, work productively, and, have a happy experience, I would say. I had an all right experience.
Yeah, I mean, so I teach this course all 1531, but I haven't taught in a while, but I used to teach 1531. I totally agree. If you can, put 1531 in the third term, or even in maybe the second year, because it's a really application heavy course. So what I mean by that is you're not learning programming, you're not learning new ideas really, or you are, but not sort of key concepts. You're building things. It's software engineering, which is really amazing. But in order to apply those skills, you want to make sure you've got the skills down quite well. And you're navigating, like we're talking about, group projects, group dynamics, tight timelines, ambitious systems. So getting the basics down first is preferential. The triple core CSE, some people do it. It's tough. Is anyone else doing it? You're enrolled in 1521, 2521, 1531. It's pretty heavy. Unless you're really ready to, as the students say, no life it. Two comp and one elec is also pretty. You said it's sad. Did you do it? No.
Comp sci. What's this one?
I don't know.
Oh, another note on 2521 actually. 2521 is a core course, a prereq course for basically every comp elective. So it kind of unlocks the door to anything you want to do in second year or beyond. So if you can do that early, that's probably a good idea as well. Is there questions or something?
Yeah, I generally advise 2521 as the next course. Okay. Is the online chat working, or is everyone just... yeah, question?
How hard is 1521?
How hard is 1521?
Okay. How hard is 1521? It is run pretty similarly to 1511 in the grounds that it has like the tute lab structure, weekly lab problem sets, 2 assignments, an exam. It uses very similar course infrastructure. The content itself, I mean, every comp course you're going to be learning something new, so that's a challenge. And I find with comp courses, it's hard to say which ones are easy or hard because people understand different things. Like personally, I found the algorithms courses really easy, whereas most people will struggle with that and find, like, I found 1521 harder than 2521, and that's the reverse of most students. But I'd say it's kind of familiar and they're there to support you, so it'll be all right, even if you find it hard.
Mm-hmm. Repeat the question and then.
Tips for going into 1531 as a first
And
year
1521.
and 1521.
At the same
Do you want to talk about 1531?
My tips for going into 1531 is communication is key. Haha.
Even before that, maybe repeat what I'm saying, but just consider putting it back a term if you can.
Yes, Jake suggests. Jake suggests that you can consider putting it back a term. It's not really going to impact your like enrollment, like your full-time enrollment status at university.
No, but you could put something else.
Something else there instead of
Yeah.
Well,
them.
it's tough.
Ew, there's a cockroach in the wall.
Why would you say that? Cockroach.
Better than not knowing about it.
Okay.
If someone wants bonus marks, help me kill the cockroach. We'll just leave it. I'm not going to kill it live on stream. Oh, Brandamite.
Okay, we could just get answer questions while someone deals.
You
with
can use this.
Something while, what?
Oh, I was gonna say, leading into 1531, from what I understand, how the groups are assigned, you can like pair up with somebody, and then the pairs are paired up to make a group of 4, sometimes a group of 5, depending on how big your class is. So yeah, do it with a friend that you trust and you're very comfortable with talking with, and that will save you some sanity. But in terms of the maturity, it's not just that, you need to know how to make something. You also need to know how to read the specification very, very, like even a bare bone specification really well and pick up on what we're asking you to do or what the course is really asking you to do. So you need to put a lot of time and effort into it. So I would really recommend doing it a bit later or when you have a bit lower of a course load.
Let's try again. Anyway.
Questions? Anyone?
I'll answer the
Oh.
one that came online. So someone asked, what do we build in 1531, which is a good question. And Tim's answered it, I think. Or John answered it in the chat, but I'll answer for the room. So 1531, software engineering fundamentals. So it's web technology, but you're focusing on the back end. So you're building RESTful HTTP endpoints for a server for an application. So some of the applications in the past have been a Microsoft Teams clone. So you are building all the functionality to create messages, add people to group chats, and all of that sort of stuff.
It's Kahoot as well now.
And then, then it was Kahoot after that, and who knows what will change in the future. And the really cool thing about 1531 is that about halfway through you building the group project, the back end, they drop in a fully formed front end that has to work with your back end. So you get to see a full application working, which is awesome. So that's what you do in 1531. The language, the technology doesn't really matter. It changes. It used to be Python, then it was TypeScript and JavaScript, but it's the ideas that matter. It's interesting. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. You just want to make sure you're ready for it, I guess. Which is worse, 1531 or Dozen 1000? I don't know anything about Dozen 1000.
I haven't done Dezen. You've done Dezen. John?
He's answering it all.
Hold up.
Hello chat, you can't see me, but yes, they're very different courses. They're very different courses. COMP1531 is like a quintessential comp course. It will feel very like 1511 in structure, whereas Dezen 1000 is more of like an eng course. There's kind of a heavy lecture content. You get randomly grouped, and you'll have to kind of build a project that's been assigned to you, kind of at random. They're very different. Hard to compare.
Any more questions?
Do you have questions about like electives or anything as well? Like beyond your 3 core courses? I did the Rust course in T1. Has anyone else done the Rust course?
Doing it next time.
I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It's actually run by past 1511 and 1521 course admins. So they know what they're doing when they're running a course. It's teaches you a lot about the language, but I'd say personally what I found valuable from that course wasn't just like learning Rust as a language, but learning more about like the features and the advantages of using that language and its like unique characteristics was pretty good. They teach all that stuff really well. So if you want to learn a bit about that. It's pretty good for that. My recommendation for that course would be to do it more towards the end of your degree. So I did it in T1 of third year this year, which is my final year, and knowing already like object oriented from 2511 in Java, knowing JavaScript and TypeScript, C, Python, and knowing like 5 or 6 different languages, and then learning Rust kind of helped me see like where it connects with all these different languages. And when you know things about like operating systems and all that, it's kind of really good once you have all that background knowledge. So I wouldn't recommend doing it too early. I'd say it's a good later course.
Is like the object-oriented programming course a prereq for Rust? Because I already know that and I don't want to do Rust in Java.
I think it's a prereq. I'm not sure.
Wait,
Sophia's gonna Google it now. Yeah,
It
okay.
doesn't work.
My understanding of prerequisites at UNSW is that it's kind of hard to get them waived if you just say you've already learnt it before, so you don't want to do it.
Not
The only way to the only way to get an RPL, which is a waiver, is if you've sort of done the course at another university and it's very similar, or if you've got a significant amount of industry experience that's relevant to that topic. And I'm the one that approves RPL for any computer science student, so you can,
Word about you can I get
no. Maybe if you do my experience.
2511, which is object oriented, is not a prereq for Rust. Only 2521 is. Yeah.
Guys, can you
Oh,
keep the noise down, please?
I think there is
Yeah,
a
where is it?
there is one online, but I think for like electives, it kind of just says comp elective, so it's a bit tricky to plan it.
Find it anyway?
Yes,
Make that?
I think if you search like UNSW course progression CSE or something, it should come up. Yeah, that might be it. Personally, I didn't follow it. I found the best way to structure my degree was talking to students and tutors. Like I was lucky enough to have an older sister who did computer science. So she kind of told me, you know, in first year, do 2521 early, do 1531 last, and kind of help me structure it that way. But yeah, so there is this online, but it's a little bit like vague because obviously there's a lot of electives. Yeah.
They should probably be swapped.
Yeah. And like I did 4920 in second year instead of third year. Like you can kind of do what you want in comp sci.
Yeah. Best is to speak to people and get an impression from them on what's a good idea or not.
and speak to Nucleus if it's something like serious about enrollment and things like that.
Any other questions?
Did you have a question earlier?
Oh yes. What should we do? What do you recommend to prepare for 1521?
To prepare for
The question is, what do you recommend to prepare for 1521? And I'm going to pass this to my best buddy, Sophia. Hey!
To prepare for 1521, personally, I did nothing. I did 1511 in T1 and went straight to 1521 in T2. I'd say as long as you know C and you're comfortable with everything taught in 1511, you'll be fine. You start with MIPS in 1521, which is assembly. Personally, I did not know what it was before I sat in my first lecture for that course, but that's what uni's for, right? You're here to learn. So I don't think you need to, like people who say like pre-learn stuff, I think, you know, I'm paying to come to uni to learn, so I might as well use the resources given to me in the course and learn through that. So there's really no need to do too much, but if you want to, definitely just brush up on your C and make sure you're comfortable with like all your functions. Maybe if you wanted to learn recursion over the holidays, you might find that a little bit helpful for 1521 because they do it in week 1. And that can be a bit of a jump in concept and content. Question? My student's just yapping in the corner.
Which ones?
Aaron?
These two?
These two are mine. Just yapping in the corner.
Yeah, any more questions? I had some questions. So who's in a non-CS course thinking about switching into CS? Just Jay? Yeah. Maybe there's some people online or who watch it back later. So any advice for that decision? You did it? You didn't do it. You were always in double?
You did switch.
just
So
switched.
John also switched.
My advice is talk to the nucleus because they can talk you through all your options. It's kind of annoying because switch between faculties. Like I switched from science to engineering, so it's a bit different. So I had to book lots of nucleus appointments because they're kind of like grouped by faculty. So like I had to talk to someone from science and talk to someone from engineering. To be honest, what made me make the jump was that computer science courses are a lot more interesting, and I was doing like a degree that required lots of math, and I didn't really like it. I mean, I was doing okay, but I just didn't really like it, and I found myself enjoying more comp courses. So if you kind of find yourself in that both or in that theme, then it's something to consider. But definitely talk to people who are in your degree, who are in computer science. Ask around, do your research before you make any drastic decisions. And the whole process to apply for an internal program transfer IPT is somewhere on my UNSW. There is like an application window. It closes I think in like week 9 or week 10 of every term. So you just kind of need to get your application in before the term ends. Yeah.
Very good. John? Anything to add?
Sorry.
I mean, this is useful for anyone
Maybe.
switching any programs, maybe even out of comp.
I guess the only other thing to say is you don't have to switch immediately. You can do more courses and then count them as electives if you stay in your current one, and if you end up changing, perfect. Like they'll count to your new degree. So if you can enroll in stuff, you don't need to kind of do the full program transfer immediately.
Yeah, not really. Everyone's quiet. Everyone's focused on assignment 2, I think.
Exam tips.
Yeah, I don't know. We did exam tips on Monday, but any more questions on the exam? Courses, electives, programs, fashion advice.
Hit your WeSock match now.
Oh yeah, societies. I was going to talk about that. Is everyone in a society? Is anyone not? Is anyone in CSC sock? That's a good one. Sophia. Well, what other societies would you suggest?
Personally, for all my gals out there, WeSock and WIT are really great. I'm in WeSock this year, Women in Engineering Society. I'm vice president of PR for WeSock. It's really great to meet other girls in engineering. There's also guys in there as well. Like our VP of events is a guy, so don't fear. If you're not a girl, you're also welcome to join. But I've been in societies through my whole degree. So I was in CSC SOC and then WeSock, Co-op SOC, a few other societies. I couldn't recommend it more for making uni friends and just having something to do outside of uni. Like for me, I've always been in marketing and PR, so I can like have a good reason to play around on Photoshop and Lightroom and stuff. But more for meeting people, it's really good. Because you see someone in your course, you make friends with them for 10 weeks, and then you go do another course and you never see them again. So yeah. Brianna's also in societies.
Yes, I'm in Women in Tech, so WAT, and it's an orange. It's a very orange thing. So we're in WIT, and yeah, it's the same thing as WeSock, but it's just a broader thing. Was backed by the business school and by computer science and engineering, the School of Computer Science and Engineering. It's a pretty big team, and they do lots of stuff across 9 portfolios, I think. I might be miscounting there. But yes, join if you want. But I like in general, like societies are a really great way to kind of meet prospective group members. And you can probably find people who are like doing the same progression as you, and you can definitely like line up your courses and your classes with them. You don't have to just kind of rely on your high school circle of friends. Or if you didn't have a high school circle of friends come into the same degree at the same university. So that's a really great way to make friends. I think it's a growing like trend for people to join societies in terms of like subcommittee in their second year as opposed to their first year, and that's totally okay. But it's definitely something to put up on your radar because I talk to people who are like 5 years older than me who are doing the exact same thing I've done or have done interesting things that I was kind of interested about. They realized from hearing their experience, maybe I don't want to do that, namely management consulting. But you know, those are the kind of things you benefit from doing in society. Yeah.
Was there a question? No. Oh yeah.
Does it matter if the comp electives you do don't teach much a particular major?
Okay. So majors is a good question. So the question was, does it matter if the electives you choose don't all contribute to a single major? My personal position is that majors are unimportant. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree.
I think
I agree.
most people do the general.
Yeah, most people just do the non-major, the computer science 1A major. Um, Industry doesn't look at it on resumes. I'm very confident to say that. They care about just probably your WAM, honestly, and the courses. Yeah, even then maybe, but that's something that they might look at. They're not going to look at what major you've done. I really don't. You're better off picking good electives that matter to you and that teach you things. Don't stress about majors at all. In fact, we've just killed 2 majors off completely because no one was doing them and they were kind of pointless. We had like an e-commerce major in computer science, that's gone,
I never looked at majors.
and some other one. So yeah, I don't think they're important. Yep.
As an elect student, what advice would you give to me for doing comp electives?
That's John.
Would you recommend?
John?
Let me take the little. Advice as an elect student for doing comp electives, says our elect eng tutor.
I have just changed from elect to computer science. Sorry, I've just changed from elect to computer science. I think you need 1511 or 91 and then 1521. Is that right? Still?
I'm doing comp 1511.
Yeah.
Next year, between 1521.
Okay, that's a core course though, right? You need to do it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, okay. That's something to check on the program. Look at the prereqs. If you're interested in computing, 2521 will really tell you if you like it or not. And if it's something like the way your brain works and something you might want to do for a job. And it's also an elective for like everything else. So yeah, do that.
Thanks, John.
Right. A couple questions online, and then we'll wrap up with the Kahoot, and I'll let you guys go because I know everyone just wants to focus on assignment 2 and exam study.
I can talk about it.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up internships. Okay, so I'm gonna do some rapid fire answers. What's the difference between Senge, usually the group project courses, like workshops, I'm guessing,
Built honors.
and 1531, which also involves group work. So the big difference is 1531 is done by all comp students, whereas the Senge workshops are done by Senge students only. And I think other than that, there's some similar ideas. You probably go a little bit deeper with the Senge workshops in terms of tools and approaches to building software. But I would say 1531 is like an introduction to that type of course that's a bit more general and broad. What about what's happening with 3411 artificial intelligence? The course reviews are low, and it's a prerequisite for the AI stream, which put me off a bit. I don't know if there's any changes to 3411. I'm not familiar with it, but what I will say is there are some really cool new AI courses. So I want to shout out. There's a new NLP course made by Aditya, and he's excellent. The course is excellent. He's from Seek, where he used to work as a machine learning engineer at there, and it's a brand new NLP course, and it's really good. So don't know about 3411, but I think if you really want to do more in AI, there's some cool stuff coming. I've actually got a course proposal up myself for a machine learning engineering course. So, well, the course doesn't exist yet. NLP is, what's NLP's course code? We'll find it in a second.
MyExperience feedback is so good because courses get better.
Yes. Oh, great. Thank you. Now I understand what you're saying. But this is why my experience is so important. So if you're saying course reviews are low, you're probably thinking like Reddit or like CSC reviews. But if a lot of people complete my experience, that's the big signal. So it really does matter. So if you're in a course that you're not enjoying, maybe it's not a comp course, maybe you studied at UCID, I don't know. Give my experience. So NLP is 6713.
And then within 1 or 2 years, the change will.
Yeah, look, it won't affect you. It'll take a couple of years, but if you don't do it, no one else will do it, and then you won't benefit either from others that did it before you.
Yeah, but if it's a course that you haven't taken and you're thinking about taking it in 1 or 2 years, wait for the reviews
Yeah.
closer to that instead of making a decision now.
Did you all hear that on the mic? Yes. Okay, let's talk about internships quickly.
Great question.
Is there more practice exam to be released in week 11? No, but there's extra revision questions on the course homepage. I showed that on Monday.
Internships.
Okay, internships. Who's looking at going for a comp internship at some point? Comp related internship? Okay, a lot of you. All right, let's talk about it. So you did internship at Atlassian?
Rev Sport, Atlassian, and going to Canva now.
Did it? Can everyone hear that? If it's no, say that again.
So at the end of first year, I went to a small sports software management company called Revolutionize Sport. Very little. I'd only done like 1511 and 2521, so I'm surprised they hired me. And then for 6 months last year, I was at Atlassian working on an AI chatbot. And then this summer, I'm going to Canva as a front-end dev.
That's not an internship.
No, that's an internship.
Oh,
And then my grad role starts at Atlassian in February. Brianna's also interned.
Yeah, my resume is not as stacked as hers. I've interned at JP Morgan, PwC, and I was at Atlassian with her last summer. To be honest, the question about any recommendations for good companies for internships, my advice is do an industry that you're really passionate about. The role of technology exists in every single industry. You don't have to be in a sort of like a big tech firm to be someone who's in tech. You can be working at a bank like JP Morgan or your big four, and you can still be, considered someone working in tech. You just really have to be passionate about what you want to do and what you're excited about building. Internship wise, applications open quite early on in the year, so you do really need to be on top of your game for that. And there's a multitude of things, and there's like so yes, there's this term called penultimate and pre-penultimate. So penultimate means you're in your second final year of university, and pre-penultimate means anything else before that. And then final year means, final year. So most internships are open for penultimate students, but there are some internships that are open for pre-penultimate students. You just apply for whichever one applies to your situation. Most notably, Optiva has their pre-penultimate internship and workshops and things like that. Do whatever interests you. Talk to people, and you'll find the names of companies you are interested in.
Small companies.
You want yes.
I just want to talk on. A lot of you have probably heard that like big tech is like not hiring as much right now. But I really want to say don't discount the small companies. Like my first company, I think there was like 13 engineers, 4 of which were interns. So it was a tiny, tiny company that I was at. And you learn so much there as well, and so much different things. Like I learned so much at all my internships, but the small one, I literally had like the CEO of the company come and sit with me and help me debug my code. Like, because it's small, you get that kind of mentorship and attention there. Whereas when I was at big tech, I was just getting tickets, doing it, and like seniors were still helping me. But definitely don't look past those smaller companies because there's a lot you can learn everywhere.
Totally agree. The best software quality I've ever seen was at a very small software shop where I used to work, and it's not at medium to big tech. It was much stronger at the smaller places. Now, not every small place is going to be like that. Some will have really terrible practices, and they might not treat you well, and they won't. You won't learn a lot. So I guess the big thing is to be. I always advise, especially CSE UNSW students, be ambitious. Right, set your sights high. Go for it. Try and get the roles that you want to get. And if you're not successful, that's fine. And then you can readjust. But don't feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. There's people like Wiki in the course. He's going to get all the Atlassian internships and I'm not going to. There's a place for everyone. So you got to just figure out what it is you want to do, where that is. But yeah, don't discount the small places, but set your standards high. Same with relationships too.
I was gonna say that like university, you shouldn't think of university as a means to an end. Like it's not a means to get a job, although it is a huge qualification. It's really a journey. Like spend your time doing it slow, doing it right, and trying to figure out what you want to do instead of just trying to like hit all the milestones and jump through all the hoops before you can, sign a grad contract.
Did you have a question up there?
Yeah, can we get your LinkedIn?
Oh.
I mean, if you just search our names, I'm sure you'll find us. My name is Sophia. Go to the Meet the Team page. You should know. I literally make all your ed announcements. If the info goes down, it's on me. Well, you should really open that because we put some important information on the forum. But if you go to the Meet the Team page on the course website, you can find the names of all your amazing tutors. And I'm sure if you try and connect with them on LinkedIn, they will accept.
Provided they know.
Yeah, if they know who you are. I definitely have some of my past students on there who still message me about stuff like for courses and everything. But yeah, you can find us on there.
If you do add me on LinkedIn, please put that you're a 1511 student because I get.
I couldn't add you. I just follow you.
You got to click the 3 dots. I have too many followers, so you got to click the 3 dots, and then you got to click. I really do know this guy, and then you got to click apply. There is a button somewhere.
I have a question for you, Sophia. How do you apply for an internship as a first-year student?
Repeat the question.
So how do you apply for an internship as a first year student? So the specific internship that I went for, it was a bit of a different application process because I didn't know about internships when I started uni. They didn't open up till about maybe like August, September of my first year. And I had a friend at the time who was applying. And I was like, how cute. It'd be so fun if we like interned together all summer. So I applied just for funsies. And that was just like an email application. And then I ended up getting it and they didn't, which was kind of awkward. You can definitely, like, there's some online open that are still open. I think, though, a lot of companies now are getting a bit more restricted to to penultimate students. But I think right now they're still open. I did like the Optiva Future Focus in first year, which is specifically for pre-penultimate. So those are like online applications. And for most CS related jobs, it'll usually be like an online hacker rank, which is like maybe like 3 to 4 questions under timed. And you just write some code, you run auto tests and you submit on an online portal. After that, they'll usually do like a phone call screening, which is like a semi-behavioral just to make sure that you can talk to people. And then usually most places will have a third round, which is on a Zoom call. You'll be live coding with one of their software engineers. So you code along with them and it's kind of like just to see how you can communicate while you're programming. So they just want to see someone that can talk through what they're doing and not just like lock into the zone and code and ignore everyone around them. So that's kind of the process for applying and getting it.
Right now, if I'm trying to search for jobs, how should I search? Should I go on like LinkedIn?
How to search for jobs.
Luckily for you, all the student societies have job boards. So student societies are usually sponsored by these sort of companies who are actively recruiting. And on their websites or on their social media, they will post ads on behalf of these companies. I know CSC Stock has a huge jobs board. I know WIT has a jobs board. You can find all those adverts and things on their social media. Alternatively, you can just go on LinkedIn and I just have like a jobs alert for the word internship, which is kind of bad because now I get stuff about like banking. But yeah, those are just kind of ways you can look for things. And I think someone already asked that online. And then there was a question about what courses should you take before you do an internship. Probably
Maybe.
your 3 core courses: 1511, 2521, 1531. Maybe not 1521.
Algos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gunning for internships early, I'd recommend putting 3121, the algorithms course. Yeah, or advanced algos. It is doable. I did 3121 in first year because I wanted to know my algorithms in and out for my interviews in second year. But yeah, if you do that soon, that's probably a good idea as well if you're gunning.
You guys remember Raveen? Came to do the ICPC lecture. He teaches algos 3121. If you're gunning for a internship that has programming challenge questions as the entry requirement, you really want to do it. Like they take his questions. So you want to be pretty good with something like algos. If you can do ICPC stuff, like this is why getting involved with extra stuff is so important. If you can do ICPC, did anyone enroll to ICPC? A couple people. If you do ICPC, if you do algos, you will smash programming challenge requirements for job applications. So then really what it comes down to is like, can you hold your composure and do you have good personal skills, which all of you do. So yeah. All right. Can first years be 1511 tutors? Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But you're not a first year, are you? But yes. This guy's on
Yeah.
first. Anyway, but yes, yeah, if you're thinking of applying to Tutor 1511 like Sophia, Brianna, John, and Tim, four in the room, you just go to Talloc, TALLOC.
Andrew sent an email to
Oh,
everyone.
Andrew sent an email to everyone, so you can just apply. Big tip: the video. The video application. That's what I check. That's what we all check. The lecturers that hire. It's all about the video. What topic do you pick? Is it a good idea? You know, if you start, I want to teach recursion. What's the point? It's too advanced. Pick something, you know, of the right scope. Be really good at communicating. That's what we're looking for. We don't really care about your grades as much. So yeah, you absolutely can be a tutor. All right. Final chance for questions. Then we've got the final Kahoot. And I thought we would do team mode. So why don't we do tutors as a team
Hell yeah.
versus...
So will the winning team get all the token cards?
Oh my God, you're obsessed. Yeah, tutors. Wait, does someone want to be on my team? What? No, one of the tutors. We'll do 2 tutor teams. Okay, yeah, let's do it like this. This is good. Yeah, you 2 can be a team. John and Tim. All right, how does this work? So I've done personal devices. I don't know how this works.
We're gonna do them.
Apparently, there's a strategy to join on your phone.
Why? It's faster.
Yeah.
They can hear me. Oh, true, because you can just tap it.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's team play?
Who knows? Wait, where does it say that?
Okay.
It doesn't. 8381555.
Whoa. Sorry. 8381555.
I don't know.
Oh,
You
you get
do?
to, guys.
You do get to
You
choose.
have to spin it.
Yeah. I don't let them pick their names
They
now.
haven't been trusted.
They can't be trusted.
Do we want to spin again? I don't.
I like Gentle Owl.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Oh,
But
do
how-
you all have to join it?
Oh, because I've done personal devices.
Oh.
Where's our team?
No, you are Gentle Owl and you're in one of these. You got to pick a
Oh,
team.
we got to pick a team.
Oh no, let's not do this. Is that there's only 3 teams? Well,
Yeah.
Add. So
So
we need.
I want people to make their own teams. It's like Hogwarts, true.
But you
Then
can
we can't have a tutor team.
How do I is anyone a Kahoot expert? Should I quit this?
just close the tab.
Just yeah, I just close it.
Close the tab.
Just
When in doubt.
quit the tab.
When in doubt, just reset.
Oh, now I got to get a new tab here.
Okay, what should I do? So I go
Just be like
Host
join
live.
one normal mode.
so shared
Just
device.
share devices with your mates.
I want to do one of these, but anyway.
Oh wait, personal. Wait.
That's what I
Oh,
did. I
shared
did
device.
personal, but I do shared.
Yeah.
Is that better?
All right, you need game tune.
What?
4, 1.
So join with the team. You got to share your devices. If you're online, I don't know what you do.
You can be your own team.
You can be a team of 1. I don't like Epic Buffalo.
Can I get rid of this?
It's good, Gentle Yeti. Oh, you can leave it. Whatever. Oh, okay. Here we go. Do you get
Oh,
Brie?
Yeah, that's all right. But now you can put your own names in.
Yeah, now you can put.
But
your
you don't
names.
see. Oh my God.
It's
Yep.
fine.
Good point.
It's whatever.
That's fine. Oh, this is better. This is better.
Did I show you?
If you're in the room, you've got to. I don't want any wiki. You got to get in a group.
Everyone's making their own. Guys, join teams.
Join teams. If you're in the lecture, join teams.
Make your friends for 1531 now.
You Sid bot. I like that one. Where's that? I'm gonna kill you. No.
Can anyone speak Korean?
No, they're random.
But the same names are random.
They randomly go to other languages too. It's weird.
It depends on what your
computer settings are on, maybe?
Yeah, so that's why there's Chinese.
Ah, is that what it is?
So if you're on
That
default,
makes
like,
sense. I was like, why would it
Jake,
give
where's
me?
the Kahoot music?
Oh yeah.
Why it's not showing up?
Important things.
From Sis in Port Ugly.
Who's Atlassian into? Too bad. Yappa yap. That has to be my stream. 100%.
Hmm?
Go down a little bit. Just up a bit. A little bit up. Thank you very much.
Who?
Just a picture of you being yes.
This one,
Yeah.
Jake Renzella. How many people are in your team?
They just kept adding names.
80 about 3 of us.
Oh my God.
Dr. Jake Renzella. All right. Shall we start? Sorry? Brownies. You bake brownies for the winning team. What are you saying? Do you have brownies? Oh my God.
I'm just very hungry now.
Amazing.
I haven't eaten today.
All right. Ready to start?
Hungry girl.
We ready? Is everyone in
Yeah.
a team? Is anyone on their own that wants to be in a team with someone? All right, you're too shy. Let's just start. Let's go. We got to win, guys. We can't screw this up.
Oh, the question. It's on.
I don't know the
People are gonna
question.
hear our answers. As we just
The answer's red. The answer's red. The answer's red.
Say the wrong-
The answer's red. It's red. It's red. Pick green. Pick green. 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 It's green.
Team talk. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Wait, what? You told them you're right.
Are you guys playing? What team name are you? We can keep. They can hear us. Yes.
Guys, we're in 10.
How did you guys get that? I don't even think we spoke about it. Have we spoken about CALOC? CALOC. Anyone want to guess what it stands for? No. What? Yeah. No, come on. Huh? Yeah, convoluted. No, it's clear. I'm pretty sure it's clear. Oh my God, I'm wrong.
Continuous.
Contiguous. I thought it was clear. I always thought it was clear. There you go. I got no idea. Contiguous allocation.
Yeah,
But
contiguous.
wouldn't malloc always be contiguous?
Oh, but Malik is sometimes it is.
Malloc is also.
Well, it doesn't really matter what it stands for, but you know what? Actually, I think it is. Contiguous just means in a row, but I think it's actually because CALOC was the original malloc. That's what I actually think it is, and so contiguous alloc makes sense, and then malloc was probably more popular because it's more efficient because it doesn't clear. I think that's what happened. Anyway, I should get this going.
Next question.
Someone hold up and speak into that. Oh,
Speak into this.
try that.
Testing.
No?
No?
Oh,
Skibbity boop.
how's that?
Testing.
Oh.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
working. Do we get the C?
What's going on? Flying. I don't even know our team name.
Yeah.
Are we not there?
No, we're not
We're
there.
not even on the leaderboard.
We're not there.
Wait, what's your Tim and John? What's your team name? They're not saying. All right.
Sneaky, sneak,
All right.
sneak.
Question 2.
Oh, God.
It's blue.
Oh my God.
No, wait. All current. Next. This is a lot of words. This is my question. From like 3 years ago. I think it's in place. Yeah.
Did you do that one? Yeah. I think so too.
Yay! It's blue. Blue.
Did you reply to that?
No, I was gonna get next to it. Like,
Oh, how good. We're on the leaderboard.
Okay. Who was is the guy that I was talking to about double pointers here? On Monday? No, he's on here, Trader. Whenever you see double pointers, which is here, it means that you're able to pass a copy of a memory address that points to a memory address that points to your linked list. So when you copy that first address, when you manipulate the second one, it means you don't need to return ahead for it to be changed, so it's in place. So no matter what, it had to be green or yellow, and then it's just reversing if you look at the logic in the while loop. But the really cool thing is that you don't need to return anything. That's why it's void, because you're accepting a double pointer.
I told someone that when I first taught 1511, do you remember this term? And I did all the remember
list
this,
double.
all the linked list like this, and I think it was too much. Anyway. But I mean, everyone picked up that it was reversing, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least we know something.
You know something.
I mean, if it's
There.
ordering, we'd be comparing.
Are we still not there? Oh no, that's
We're
us.
there.
We're coming forth. Yeah, we're
It'll be
gentle. Yeah.
embarrassing
All right.
if we don't
Question
win.
3. What is the difference between an array of characters and a string?
We've got this.
Yeah, we got this.
You gotta look at the answers.
Oh. No.
Yellow.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yellow.
This
Yellow, yellow.
is in this week's tutorial as well.
Orange, orange. Big orange.
Purple. I'm colorblind.
Pink, pink.
Look at these guys. Stressful.
High stakes.
Pink salmon. Pink coral. Turquoise. Other like red and common.
Oh, very
Nice.
good. Very good. Very good. Very impressive. What's wrong?
We didn't go up.
Oh god. People are too good. Who's first? It is? He's too good.
Fight.
Who else?
Why aren't we on a streak?
Because we
You guys.
we are.
And
We are.
But
It's a streak
what-
3.
It's only anyway.
One person gets.
What is the difference between the null terminator and a null pointer?
But you could look at the answers first.
Oh, okay. That's it. Okay, now I get
Look
it.
at that speed.
That's what it's all about.
It's about the speed.
It's the speed.
Jake.
Jake.
Wait, if you tap the green though, it looks too obvious. You gotta tap the ascending symbol.
True.
So it's a bit harder to tell which one you're
I'll
looking
do that.
at.
Our top is so big.
Sorry?
16 inches so big.
It's a very big laptop. I like my.
Yeah, I used to have.
If you dock it all the time, I think you're better off going with the
Mm.
smaller one. Oh, very good, everyone. So it's all about speed.
Oh, does that mean we're top 3? Yeah. If we don't win though, it's a bit
I know, I've
sad.
been running sleep for like 10 years.
We're meant to run this course.
Okay, which is the correct way to create a struct node that contains an integer string and pointer to an X
Oh.
node?
No, this is the
Okay.
one that I. Oh, I. This. Yeah. Okay. So now we gotta go. We gotta go here.
Wait.
Oh no, I pressed it.
What's the difference?
No, it's right. No, the syntax.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Good. What'd you do?
I pressed the wrong one.
Oh, no.
I pressed. No, we're right.
No, it's this one.
No, it's this.
No, it's not.
It's not semi.
It's that one.
I swear to God, it's this.
It's semicolon.
Enums are commas. No,
But Jake, everyone's got. This is the one that I screwed. Everyone lost. Everyone got so mad at me for this.
It's
Everyone's
that's-
gonna hate me.
That's a semicolon. That's a comma. And what a struct use. And then also on top of that, you got the watering wrong. So
No, I did it on purpose
It's
to
on
mess with everyone.
And then
I did this in T2 last year and everyone got really mad at me. I think Tim and Kurt, was it your term? Yeah, and everyone got really mad.
All right, very good.
we go up.
We win if we win. All right. Oh, a slider. Question 6.
no.
What is the value of count?
Oh,
by 9?
Is this the really
Why
quick
would you
one?
do this to us?
Yeah,
Oh, I can't read.
I remember
Oh my
I
God,
did this.
what?
No, we got this.
I'll send you math now fast, my dude.
I
What the fuck?
wrote this.
You're gonna have to add those two numbers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, multiply it. Yeah, multiply it.
It was too much math, Sophia.
This is so stressful.
No one got it.
No one got.
Yeah, how were we supposed to do it? Yeah.
It's not our strong suit here.
We can explain it.
Oh my god. We're still fast.
Should we explain it? How do I go back to it?
I think
Preview?
can you cool. Go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sophia, come on.
Do I have whiteboard markers? I need to write down my variables with whiteboard markers.
Sophia's gonna
Coding.
live demonstrate.
I don't remember writing this though. It was a very long time ago. Okay, let's go. So we set count to equal to 0, and then what I equals to 0, and then we check while I is less than 10, which is true, for j equals to 47, j is greater than -12, we subtract from j, so we set k to 100, and then we do increment of count,
I missed that last.
which is 1, and we decrement k by 1, so this will now be 99, and then we check is k divisible by 2, which it is not, so we don't iterate the do while again, meaning we hit line 8, which is the for loop, and we check is j greater than -12, which it is, so we decrement j to 46, and then k goes back to 100. Am I doing this right? And then we increment count to 2. We decrement k.
How long are we gonna be?
I don't know. Which is 29.
Teachers do like. You told us not to use them.
Yeah, that's why I put it in the question. And then we increment I, which should now be 2, because I forgot to increment it before. And you keep doing that for a very long time.
You used illegal elements.
I did use illegal elements, but it's... Look, so this is where we run the code.
Oh,
Oh, it's
too late.
I'm going to do it in the background. 'cause I'm
Okay,
curious.
question 7. What is your favorite course at UNSW?
What do you think? What do you think?
This is funny. Just spam.
Oh, you got to...
Oh, quick.
Did we have one selected?
I don't know.
Now I want to run this code.
While we get these answers in, Sophia's going to prove Wiki wrong.
Surely I ran it to determine the answer.
All right, let's code in. What?
Because we didn't select them all. We got partially correct.
Are you serious?
Oh,
I thought they were all just worth the same amount.
No, you had to select them all.
we
That's
lost our
okay.
We lost our first place.
We're not even in.
We're not even on the podium because we missed that one.
That's absolute.
How do I
Awesome
find
Al.
Kahoot?
Who's Awesome Al? Oh, congrats. Magic Clark.
You guys,
Wiki. Yeah, neither. Magic Lark.
John and Tim.
Oh, that's the tutors. And Aquatic Gazelle. Oh, congrats. All in the room. Sophia's
Get
loading
it.
up. Do you want to do it here? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Uh,
Okay, let me
I was
see
gonna
what
copy and
Pokemon
paste
stats
it.
I've got.
You want to view the summary?
Just want $5.
Cake. I think that's bribery.
$5 if you do my experience.
Oh, Vim.
It's the easiest way to do stuff fast.
It doesn't look like it's much faster, my dude.
Because I was a...
Okay, the cards are with bent.
So we have
Oh, you know what? Perfect. I've only got 2 cards, but I'm not giving cards to the tutor team, so they get paid. So, come down if you want. If you placed. And they're both shinies, by the way. I've only got 2 cards. Who, were you first or second? Third. And you first. You get to pick then, of the 2. Oh, but there's only
I like how we
there's only 1 card per team.
Because of
Yeah, it's alright. Can I claim?
pasted it.
Yeah, you got to just come to my office after this.
Afterwards, okay.
Congrats, everyone! Final Kahoot of the term.
this is the summary, so you can see where everyone struggled the most.
Okay, where did everyone struggle the most?
This one, I don't know, maybe it's this is the one with the semicolon.
I think they just they just misread
That
it.
was just me being...
This one's the reverse. And
Yeah.
then Calloc. Which is fair.
Wiki, what did you think the answer was? No. It is 1180. I just ran the code. Unfortunately,
Get wrecked.
politely.
Jake's really a Valorant player.
I'm a nice shooter.
You're really a Valorant player. it's given.
Yeah. I cooked up a
You
storm.
can go show him after. Okay.
I mean, I just ran it.
All right, thank you, Sophia and Brianna, for coming up and giving you some time to talk about future courses. All right, let's do thank yous and then goodbyes. Thank you for lecture moderating all term, 18 lectures. Tim and John. John needs a massive shout out. He did the entire lecture stream setup this term. So when you watch the coming in stage left, we've got Angela, who came to every lecture as well, and who will be taking 1511 next term. So that's very exciting for the T3 lucky people. That's right. Who else? We've got to thank the course admins led by Sophia for huge amounts of work all term. Who else do we have to thank? No, not me. Who else do we have to thank?
We have to
all the
thank
tutors,
Jake.
all the tutors. There's so many of them. I'm not naming them. 60 tutors. You know who they are because you see them every week and you still got to see them today. And
We have to thank
that's
Jake.
it.
We have to thank
The
Jake
students.
for running all your lectures and teaching you so much.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Okay, we're calling it here. Good luck with assignment 2. Good luck with your exams. Don't stress. It's just an exam. It's not the end of the world. You will survive and persevere. And I will see you around campus, future courses, maybe the new machine learning course that I'm proposing. And yeah, have fun. Good luck. Look after yourselves. Be kind. And we'll see you around UNSW.
I love